Hello again, YouTube. This is a Late Stick with Late Sticks cards and collectibles. Alright. I did, now I said I wasn't going to open any more Prism, but I did open, I did have a Target, or version of a hanger box that had the 10 cards in it, so I just kind of, I did pull a Trey Lance base and a T. Brady out of that, so everything else I'm saving. I did pull another Justin Fields, but this Trey Lance has a print line right here and 3 or 4 dimples on it. It is centered at least. So I did get something out of it. But anyways, this video here is a little small mail day here. Some local pickups, some other pickups that I had. I already opened and looked at them. Make sure the surfaces weren't trash. I don't know if everybody knows this, but PSA is having the $18 submission in the month of July. Anything under $200 value. So this one is obviously more than $200 value. I am sending this one on regular. I was going to send it in on the $150 express, but no real reason to. And the turnaround time is like a 2 weeks difference. Not really worried about it. I should have this roughly by the time the season starts. So that's going in on its own, and we're going to do that this weekend and get it finished. Probably post another video, kind of like maybe showing a little bit of the entry and all that stuff. This is now my first PSA order. First one I had was pretty dismal. I'll say dismal. I didn't get anything less than an 8, but you know, is what it is. So these are all under 200. Very few of these cards I am doing are going to be PC cards. So gotta make some moolah. You know how it works. Pretty much clean them all, put them all in the card saver 2s. These are going for low 100s. I really like the certified here on these. These are really nice. This one will, this one's got a good chance of tinning. It's one of the cleanest ones of these I've seen. These are horrible print lines and surfaces. The mosaic silvers are so hard to get a tin in. So if it nines, I don't got to worry about an upcharge, but hey, I'll be happy for an upcharge here. I got the Phoenix set, so I'm going to turn this one in. I got the Donruss set. I'm going to turn that in. There are a lot more Justin Fields that I would like to send in, but just not. This is already a 40 card submission, so if you do the math and the shipping, all that stuff, you know, you're looking upwards around a little over $800. So I do have some Tyrese Maxey cards here, the Blue Prism Field level. And I have his purple wave, green, and his silver. I got all his stuff. The centering's not the greatest on this, but it's still good enough. I didn't notice it. Really take a good look at it. I got all Tyrese Maxey stuff before on his rookie season before he really got any PT, so I have sold quite a bit of it. I made a nice little killing on it. Got a bunch of Tua stuff here. I'm leery about sending Tua in, but I bought into him. I mean, by the time I get these back, it's supposed to be a 150-day turnaround. The season's going to be pretty much over. So I'm hoping he doesn't stink. So he's got all the tools around him. I think he's going to be all right. I don't think he's going to be blowing it up, but I think Miami's going to be just fine. These should all come on this. These are really hard to get a clean service. This is about the clean. This is super clean. The Prism Blacks are phenomenal, but man, I had 5 or 6 of these. This is the only one that was worthy of sending in. Green was really clean. This one was really clean. I also had an orange laser, but it had a friggin', like, I don't know, weird looking. Wasn't a, you know, when the dark shade on the lasers is like a print line. It's just like completely dark where another laser was going through. And I couldn't believe I didn't notice that when I bought it. Here's one of his silvers, which a couple of these might not make it under the $200 range. It's just a base. But you know what? They tend, I get an upcharge. I'm okay with that. This is the only, I have a lot of Tyrese Halliburton as well. This is his variation. I overpaid for this at the time. I mean, this will definitely be under 200, but nice looking card. This one might pop over. I don't know. It's a T. Higgins. I got this for $35 right before he had his blow up game last year. I don't even know why I bought the thing. I just did. It was such a good price. I couldn't pass it up. Dragon Scale is one of my favorite parallels. I have this in all my favorite players, the same card except for Chase Young, but I can't. It's hard to find them, and plus they want way too much money for them. I bought J.K. and Antonio's, not J.K. Dobbins, Antonio Gibson's not that long. Overpaid for Antonio's, but just tired of trying to find it. Got a few LaMelos here. I wish I had more LaMelos to send in. I did. I got rid of a bunch of them. I had a bunch of his lower end stuff and got rid of it. This is really clean copy here, really well centered. I pulled this, and this is out of the Target set that you could buy, which was a waste of money. I didn't recommend that set. The Donruss football gold foil. Now this card looks pretty good, but on this top here, it's not like edge issues, but it's just, I don't know. So I'm leery about sending it in. But I might, for 18 bucks, I might just do it because if it 9s, if it 8s, I just pop it out and sell it for 35, 40 bucks. I pulled this one. I should have sold this when I pulled it. I should have sold this one when I pulled it too. When I pulled this one, it was going for like 250. Now you're lucky to get 100 for it. So I'm thinking it's, if it tens, it's got a good shot at tinning. I'm not guaranteeing it. Surface looks clean. There's no print lines. The front looks great. No print lines, no anything. The back has a few maybe little dimples in it, but I don't know how much the back's going to affect it. This one is beautiful card. Centering is a little off, but if you have seen these are very hard to find centered. And this is about as good as centering as I've seen. I pulled this one. It was going for about 65 when I pulled it. And even the back centering is pretty good for back. So I should have sold it too, but I didn't. So now we're just going to send it in graded. Should be ready right around baseball season. Now I bought a couple of these Blaze Jordans. His first Bowman Sapphire. I overpaid for them both, I'm sure. I paid like 45 for one and like 54 for the, I just didn't wait long enough from the drop. Now I can get them for around 35, 40, but speculation, this card in a 10, if he pops off, you know how much this thing could be worth. So, and I pulled this out of a mega box last year. He's one of the top prospects, not in the Yankees organization anymore, but he's their number 3 prospect. And I just looked it up too. He's probably gonna end up coming out next year. He's tall. He's 6'6". What you wrote? I should have re-looked this up before I post. But anyways, he's number 3 prospect in the organization he's in, which I can't remember off the top of my head. It's out 250. I mean, this card could be worth a little bit too. It 10s right now. It's not. Jordan Walker gold. I pulled out of this year out of a I think a blaster box. Did really well at the blaster box. 2 mega boxes I didn't get crap. Blaster boxes are, in my opinion, just a better value, but that's just my opinion. This is a gold. It's not a rookie or anything. He hasn't been called up yet, but he is, I think, the number 7 prospect right now. I do believe. He's top 10 prospect. So whenever he gets called up, this is a gold, so, and it's clean. It's about as clean as it could possibly be. Now, the rest is going to be, this low-end stuff. This might be $100. None of these cards are going to be breaking the bank. These two be lucky to be 100 if I 10. This 10s, this could be a couple $100. Same here. Trey Lance. I don't know why Trey Lance is I don't get it. He hadn't even done anything yet, but maybe a lot of speculation there. I'm gonna obviously turn this good copy of this too. This one has both this and the Trevor Lawrence have 2 tiny little issues. Oh man, I'm gonna have to swap out this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to swap that out. Just make sure I didn't on the card. Both the Trevor Lawrence and the Trey Lance have like 2 tiny little surface blemishes, so I'm hoping that doesn't. They're almost, you can't even hardly see them. You got to tilt the card just right to actually even see them. Actually, that's not on the card. Swiped it off. I also have the Mac Jones. I forgot I actually sold the Mac Jones rookie and starts like $30. I did pull this as well, so this will probably go around for 200 at the moment if it gems. Then I got a couple, obviously, Zach Wilson. All the quarterbacks are going in that are worth anything. So I'm just going to make sure this isn't... No, that's just... I do not like these at all. I hate I have the card in there. Should have probably put a glove on before I did this. Which I did wear vinyl glove when I cleaned all these cards. Tell you what, real sweaty when I end up pulling it off. But yeah, all these are going in. So it's gonna be about $800 for the. I have so many cards I need to send into. I had to take out. I didn't want to have any more than $800. That's kind of where I want to cut it off at. I had a bunch of Calvin Johnson cards in here, Zeke Elliott, Mike Thomas. I had more Justin Fields. I was like, took a long time to clean them. But anyways, we're moving on from that. These are some of my local latest pickups. I got Devin Duvernay for a couple bones. If he does anything, he can sell them. I mean, Michael Carter cards are so cheap. It's like everybody just wrote him off as soon as they drafted Breece Hall. If Breece Hall gets hurt, or Michael Carter's still going to be in the game. I mean, I just like him. This is the green out of 50 Obsidian. I think I paid like $7, $6 for it. It's ridiculous. This card's are dirt cheap. You can get his friggin' rookie ticket autos for like $10. Wish I'd have waited until they drafted Breece Hall, because I bought a couple before they drafted him, and I spent like $20 on him, but whatever. Got a silver variation. You can get these for $2 or $3 all day long. Same here. Got this one, green velocity, color match, looks good. Same couple bucks. This was not a couple bucks, but it was $50, and that's about what these are going for right now. This is clean as all clean can be. I'd love to send this in to get graded at the $18 price point. This is just one of those cards. It isn't worth the $50 price point, and it's too much for the $18 price point. Now, if I could, so it's just kind of, we'll see if he ends up doing well. Maybe I'll send him in at the $50 price point, or just send him in at the $100 to get him back. I don't know. But that's that. We do have a couple packages here that I got today, so we'll go ahead and whip out the blade, Gerber blade, and get into these. So do I have a eBay standard envelope? I thought I did. Nope. Now, Chronicles just came out, so I was kind of hoping to have some Chronicles by today, but no one in my area has got it yet in the store. So I'm assuming that Target will probably drop this week and so will Walmart. Oh my God, did this guy not? Okay. He definitely, he didn't Scotch tape, but he packing taped it, which is even worse. This is the Mosaic Red Justin Fields. It is the hobby only. Oh my God, man. Send this guy a message. End up bending this card just trying to get this stupid packing tape off. Jesus Christ. Dude, painter's tape. Your best friend. A roll of painter's tape will last you forever. Alright, not only does stuff like, I just hope this thing didn't have a bunch of print lines. That's the next thing. I didn't even mean to buy this card either. I didn't think I was going to win it for $41 since it's a hobby only. Let's check. Let's gander. Oh my God. It's clean, unless there's something on the bottom. Wow, these cards are, there's a little bit of surface scuffing. No, nothing really. This is about as clean as you're going to get. Very happy about that. I bought several of these orange ones. I ended up just buying this PSA 10 when I got tired of buying them for $40, and I bought this PSA 10 for like $115. It's a good looking card. That's a hobby only red, so should add a little bit more value than the normal mosaics, the reactives or the normal mosaics. And it is beer 30. Okay, so we got a couple more here. Try to speed this up. Got some Destiny 2 I got to be playing. All right. All right, the Chronicles is in. I can't wait to rip some of the stuff. I'm probably going to stay away from the blaster boxes because just like last year, the blaster boxes just weren't very good to me. And I've seen a bunch of them open so far, and they haven't been good at all. I'd rather get a mega box where I know I'm at least going to get one silver, at least, and a chance at something better. Centering looks pretty decent. I'm leery about print lines and everything else on these, but only paid like $5, $6 for this card. Looks pretty good. Because I have noticed that, Chronicles is just not, the value's just not there, but they just look good and they're fun to open. And, this card, so I just watched a couple of them sell today for like 12 or 13, but I got lucky. I got the auction. The guy had the auction at a bad time, so bad any time for him, late at night. So anyways, there's that. I'm trying to get every orange Chronicles of Justin Fields. I was looking at his Dynagon, which I just saw one of them sell for like 200 and some bucks. I'm like, I ain't paying that for Chronicles Dynagon out of 75. So I'm looking. I don't think I've got one orange one yet. I'm currently watching a couple. So I'm hoping to get every one of them. Because, they're obviously not going to be nearly as expensive as an orange prism. I can only imagine what those are probably going for right now. Probably $150. The silver's come down quite a bit. So I bought one of those variations, but it was just destroyed when I got it. All right. If you see anything, these are very hard to find centered as well. This is actually the gold out of 50, which I paid like $20 for. So, and you know how Score works. Score's like the old school golds because their golds are always to 50 instead of the 10, which, is what it is. So let's take it out, take a quick peek. Hopefully it's not scratched to death. I can always handle a few little blemishes here and there, but, you know, just don't. I've been lucky so far. Not really worried about this card. Because this isn't really... Oh, man, I cannot believe this card is clean. Wow. Centering's not perfect, but if you've seen any of these cards out there, it's like the Legacies. Oh, my God, the Legacies are like, got terrible centering, terrible. I'll buy numbered Justin Fields cards all day long for $20, $25. I don't care if it's Chronicles or not. To me, it's a good value. I mean, I'm just Justin Fields, man. That's all there is to it. I said, got one more package here, it looks like. This is what's this, the fake hobby armor. Okay. I do the hobby armor. This is kind of like a thinner, cheaper version of it, it looks like. But nonetheless, they made sure it's well protected. And there we go. Speaking of well protected, there's enough packing tape on there for about 12 packages. You end up damaging the damn card to get it out. It's like, oh my God, dude. Got enough packing tape on there? All right. Busting out the scissors. Try not to cut myself or destroy. I don't even know. I didn't look to see what cards came in. The only one I knew was coming in was that red mosaic, and that is clean. I'd love to send it in, but it's just one of those cards you send it in at the $100, at the $50 price point. You're not gonna see it for 6 months, and you send it. It's not worth sending it at the $100 price point because I think it's probably maybe $200. Is it PSA 10? And that has definitely got potential. This might be the red. Well, I don't want to say it. Say which one this is, but I like the way the fluxes look. No one likes the fluxes. It's just a kind of a bad brand for basketball this year. Oh, I know what this is. I mean, Jesus. This looks okay. I know what this is, and I got this for stupid cheap. I am at some point when I get done with school this next semester. I got summer school classes over in a week. So I get done with school, I'm gonna get another camera and get some editing software, and you know, just have better quality of content instead of being low budget. Now this bad boy. Speaking of cheap, is this one out of 23? No, this is the one that's out of 50. I got one out of 23 too, not the cracked ice though. 20. This one was either 22 or 17. I'm gonna say probably it was 22. I usually do pretty good about remembering what I spend on these cards. But yes, this isn't on card. It's not an on card auto though. That's probably part of the non-draw. But this thing is out of 50. And if this was a Jonathan Taylor card, you'd be probably looking at, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars. He's obviously no Jonathan Taylor, but I'm just saying in comparison, you know, even in, let's see, I mean, there's really nobody like Jonathan. I mean, Javonte Williams' version of this card's probably a couple $100. But yeah, so, I mean, it is what it is. His cards are on the super cheap, and I still think he's going to have a nice role in the offense. I don't get why it's in a huge market. Let's see. The problem with the optics, there's always going to be surface issues with cards like this. There's just no way of getting around it. You can already kind of see too little. Oh yeah, there's issues here. There's no doubt about that. But these cards just have issues. Some of this might come off, some of it might not. Not really that worried about it. There's a couple little it's my biggest thing is print lines. I mean, there you can see them. There's one right above his elbow there. I mean, there's some other little things on here. I mean, but yeah, there's some issues with this card. But for the price, and I might be able to, I'm actually going to get this stuff I've seen. Yeah, some of them are coming off. So there's this stuff on Instagram this guy sells. It's like card wax. I'm not obviously going to try it on this card, but I'm probably end up getting, they have card polish and card wax. I can't remember the name of them right off the top of my head, but next time I do, I'll mention him in here because I know people have used it and said actually we'll get like little faint print lines and it'll buff some of this, you know, stuff, some of these surface issues off. But anyways, that's that. I got more Michael Carter and Justin Fields coming. I just told myself I was going to slow down on the Michael Carter purchasing when they drafted Breece Hall, but his cards like dropped in half, and for the price, I mean, I'm going to have one of his Prism Black out of 25 I got for $6 friggin'. Yes, $6. Yeah, the guy had he didn't mark it as out of 25, and the listing name was bad, he cost himself some money. I mean, it wasn't gonna go for no 50 or $100, but that could have been a $25 card maybe for him or her, whoever it was. But bad job listing. If you're gonna list cards on there, get good titles, and don't have auctions ending at stupid times. I mean, it's just plain and simple. Prime time auction endings. You know, you don't want it at 6 a.m., 10 o'clock at night. I mean, whatever. But anyways, this is a long video. Of course, I do what I do. I talk too damn much. But anyways, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Instagram. It'll be in the description. But yes, I will actually probably end up doing another video on the submission, and definitely a video when it comes back. Hopefully, it says 150 days. Everything's been kind of coming back a little bit sooner from what I can tell and from what I've seen. So hopefully we can have it back by the end of the year. But anyways, thanks again. I swear I'm going to quit talking this time, and we'll catch you in the next one.